The Red Cross of Western New York is sounding the alarm on house fires with plans to install free smoke alarms in homes in Chautauqua County. This is part of their Sound the Alarm campaign, where volunteers will install 50,000 smoke alarms for free in some high-risk neighborhoods. And joining me now live in studio for the 5:30 is the regional CEO of the Red Cross of Western New York, Nick Bond. Thanks so much for joining us in studio today. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Talking about the Red Cross and honing in on Chautauqua County specifically when it comes to smoke alarms, why Chautauqua County and Jamestown specifically?
Yeah, we really use data to make a lot of decisions in the services that we provide. And Chautauqua County and Jamestown in particular have a pretty high home fire risk. There's older homes in that space, there's a lot of rentals in that space, and there's a lot of history that shows us that home fires take place there. So we want to make sure that we get in the communities that need us the most.
Sound the Alarm is a national campaign that really looks at certain neighborhoods, being specific. And what goes into that?
Yeah, really what we do is we look at communities that need it the most. We look at our home fire risk map and try to identify those neighborhoods and those blocks and those communities that could use the support. And then our volunteers will go out and do those installations. Statistics show if I just hand you a smoke alarm, you may just stick it in a cupboard and not touch it again. Our volunteers actually go into the home, install the smoke alarms, up to 4 per home, and then we'll work with the family to put together an emergency evacuation plan. If they do have a fire, you've got about 2 minutes to get out. So to have that early activation is really important, but to have a plan and practice that plan, that's just as important.
Are the people really aware of this in Chautauqua County?
Yeah, so we've been working with the mayor, we've been working with the fire department, we've been working with the United Way and other organizations to kind of get the word out that this is what we're doing. These are some of the areas that we are seeing a need because we do respond to home fires. One of our missions as the Red Cross is to show up and provide that comfort and care and financial resources to provide shelter, food, and clothing when a disaster does strike.
I think we all know that whenever we see on the news that there's been a fire in a particular home or in a neighborhood, we always ended by saying the Red Cross is out there to assist this family. So for homes that are going to be getting these smoke alarms, how many will they get per home?
Yeah, so we'll install up to 4 smoke alarms. What will happen is our volunteers will go into homes. We will do an assessment. We'll take a look at what the need is for the family. If the home has working smoke alarms, we'll look at places where we could add additional smoke alarms. And if there are ones that are out of date or the batteries aren't working, we'll actually take those ones out and we'll install those 10-year alarms for the family.
You're being aggressive about this time, right? It's not like, hey, we're coming into your neighborhood, we're going to be installing some smoke alarms in high-risk neighborhoods. This time, it seems like there's that aggressive manner coming from the Red Cross necessary, right?
Yeah, this is the first time we've been really focusing on Jamestown in particular. Our home fire campaign, we will install smoke alarms all year long. We'll install in our region more than 3,000 smoke alarms this year. The Sound the Alarm campaign is to draw attention to it.
Yeah.
This is something you can go to our website, you can reach out via phone and say, hey, I'm really concerned for my family. We need working smoke alarms. Is there something that the Red Cross can do? And we can do that.
If anybody is watching right now and they live in Chautauqua County or in other areas too, what should they do? Let's tell them how to walk them through this process.
Yeah, so you could go to our website at soundthealarm.org/WNY, and right there you can register pretty quickly. Only a few questions, name, contact information, and then what will happen is one of our volunteers will reach out and schedule a time that works best for your family. So even if we don't get to the homes on March 23rd because the family's not available, we'll come back out and make sure that families get the alarms that they need.
And final, how many do you expect to install?
So on that day, on March 23rd, we're going to install 350 smoke alarms on that singular day. It's really important. It's really due to our sponsors, National Grid, M&T Bank, Lindy, and Domino Tops. They've been really great supporters in making sure that we have the resources to do this.
Once again, this is all about saving lives. We appreciate you being here, sounding the alarm for sure, especially if you live in Chautauqua County and the Jamestown area. Make sure you reach out if your home is in need of a smoke detector. Nick Bond is the regional CEO of the American Red Cross of Western New York. Again, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.